Vacations are like the most fun things to do, especially when you plan them and you finally get there and nothing seems to be going according to plan. While you're planning your vacation, just make sure to follow some certain guidelines in order for everything to have a chance to go wrong. Make sure you plan and pack for whatever you're going to need, even if you shouldn't need it just because. And also, plan for whatever you're not going to need. If you're unsure if you need to bring something just because the hotel you're going might provide it for you, you should definitely give them a call and find out if they will or not. So afterwards, you should probably bring it anyway. Because obviously, calling and making requests and them granting you those requests after they tell you that you should expect to see those things in your room when you arrive really means nothing, because the whole experience is to actually bring it over just so you're prepared, so when you show up and you realize that it's not there, you don't feel disappointed. Don't be surprised when you arrive and you ask the concierge if your stuff is already in your room and they tell you that there's no notes in your account telling them to put anything in there, because after all, remember, it's all about the experience. So that also involves the experience of packing, which you should have brought the stuff with you, just for experiencing packing, because packing is part of the fun of the vacation. After the concierge tells you that you should go to your room, and if nothing there is what you asked for, to call them back. Do not be surprised if not only you don't find your stuff there that you were promised to, however, you may find out that certain other things don't work, like for example your phone. And if that's the case, you shouldn't really expect them to change it or do anything. After all, you have your own cell phone, and it's really, really unrealistic to expect them to give you a device that is actually going to work and allow you to communicate outside of the hotel room in case your phone breaks. That is obviously not the responsibility, and you should probably bring yourself, I don't know, probably one or two more phones just in case something happens. If you have small children and you request, for example, some sort of pack and play and sheets for the pack and play, you also shouldn't be surprised if they bring you queen sheets for the pack and play. After all, if they're not already there in your room, you probably should have brought them yourself. And if you didn't, well, too bad. I mean, that's part of having fun there. So you may have to fold them a couple of times, do something. Now, I do recommend you guys going, if you want this kind of experience, to the Bentley Hotel in Sarasota. It is so far the biggest experience I have had when it comes to this kind of things. While enjoying the pool, there's nothing better than, the feeling of the water and the sun and everything that the pool offers. However, the biggest reward is when you actually go to the bar and the bartender, first of all, there's only one, and also he seems to be extremely, extremely slow for some reason, even if it is just to pour a beer when there's barely any customers there. It's part of the benefit of going on a vacation, experiencing everything. It's also experiencing what a slow bartender can do for you, giving you enough time to enjoy the view and order a drink to receive it 15 minutes later. It's, one of the benefits. At the same time, if you're feeling hungry, you should definitely expect your food not to be ready at least for about an hour or so, or 45 minutes, even if there are only two people ahead of you. I mean, ultimately, what better thing the hotel can do for you than allow you to burn some calories as you stay standing holding possibly one of your children on your arms while you wait for your food. I mean, think about it. You're actually working out and getting ready for your meal. So once you eat it, you already had those calories burned. Although the most fun of the experience is definitely when you have young children and the walls and ceilings of your hotel room seem to be thin as paper. Because, there's nothing like having neighbors that are possibly teenagers that they just come for, the weekend or the summer partying right next to you until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when your children are used to sleeping around 6, maybe 9, the latest, pushing their limits, waking up every so often just so they can scream. If you want to have fun, you know, that's the best way to have fun. Gladly, you're on vacation, so you won't really have it, a will to go to bed early, whether because you're having too much fun or because your children are screaming, or possibly because you can't sleep because you hear your neighbors, whether on top or next to you, make an extreme amount of noise, or maybe possibly in the hallway of the room, outside of the room, of course. Um, but it's all cool. It's all great. After all, we're all there to have fun. So who says that fun has to be only during daytime? You can always sleep after you die. I have to say that one of the biggest perks of the hotel was giving us the 2 tickets for the 2 free drinks. It was actually really nice of them. That definitely made up for the fact that the phone wouldn't work and there was no pack and play, and we had to ask about 3 times for sheets, and ultimately there was nothing like going to the bar with my ticket and being told that I could only get Miller Lite or Bud Light for that ticket. uh, you know the experience is everything. So it was whether that or drinking some cheap wine with it. Ultimately, it was nice, definitely, and I think every single hotel should do that, especially with beer and drinks that don't cost that much. So they don't really give you much of anything because when you finally order a drink, they overcharge you. In any case, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe this video. Also, remember that this weekend I'm finally gonna be done with the oil change video for the Indian Scout and also the Kawasaki Vulcan. Joe is gonna be there with me, helping me out with the video. Um, so keep your eyes open. Also, please in the comments let me know. Do you have you guys ever gone on vacation and had something go on a way that you wasn't expected? If so, what was it? What did you do about it? In any case, remember, have fun, enjoy your time with your families. Vacations are very important, and definitely enjoy them.